Imagine having a compass, a guide that helps you navigate through life's storms and uncertainties. That's the power of belief. It's more than an abstract concept. It's a tangible force that shapes our reality, guiding us through the labyrinth of life. Belief is the cornerstone of human existence. As the renowned spiritual leader Martin Luther King Jr. once expressed, faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. It's the courage to move forward, even when the path ahead is shrouded in mystery. Belief in its highest form transcends the physical and connects us to the divine. It's a sacred bond between the mortal and the immortal, an echo of the eternal within our transient lives. When we believe, we open ourselves to the infinite wisdom and benevolence of a higher power. Belief, especially in a higher power, can be a beacon of hope and resilience. This is what happens to those who listen to God. Countless individuals have experienced profound transformation through their faith in God. Their stories are as diverse as they are numerous, yet they all share a common thread: a deep, unwavering belief in a higher power that has affected significant change in their lives. Consider John, a man who once wrestled with addiction. He was lost, despairing, and on the brink of self-destruction. But in his darkest hour, he found God. This newfound faith gave him the strength to overcome his addiction, to rebuild his life, and to find purpose in helping others do the same. Then there's Sarah, a successful businesswoman who seemingly had it all, yet beneath the surface, she felt an emptiness, a lack of fulfillment that no amount of success could fill. It was only when she turned to God, seeking a deeper meaning in life, that she found true contentment. Today, she uses her influence to inspire others to seek spiritual fulfillment alongside worldly success. And let's not forget David, a man who was once filled with anger and resentment. He blamed others for his misfortunes, fostering a bitterness that was eating him alive. But when he found God, he found forgiveness. He learned to let go of his anger, to forgive those who had wronged him, and in doing so, he found a peace he had never known before. Each of these stories, and countless others, illustrate the transformative power of faith in God. They show us that belief is not a passive act, but a powerful force capable of sparking significant change. These stories remind us that no matter how lost we may feel, no matter how great our struggles, there is always hope. There is always the possibility of transformation. These transformations are not mere coincidences, but the result of a deep and unwavering belief in a higher power. But don't just take our word for it. Even science backs the impact of belief on our lives. Indeed, the bond between science and faith might not be immediately apparent, but it's there, shimmering beneath the surface like a diamond in the rough. Over the years, numerous studies have been conducted that show the positive effects of belief on our mental health, stress levels, and overall happiness. Let's delve into the realm of neuroscience, where researchers have discovered that belief can significantly affect our brain's functioning. A study published in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that individuals who held spiritual beliefs exhibited a more robust anterior cingulate cortex, a part of the brain associated with the regulation of emotions and stress. This suggests that belief can potentially strengthen our resilience to stress and improve emotional well-being. But the benefits don't stop at the brain. The connection between the mind and body is a well-known scientific fact, and belief can influence this connection in fascinating ways. The American Journal of Epidemiology published a study that showed individuals with a strong faith had a lower risk of experiencing depressive symptoms, particularly those dealing with severe life stressors. Moreover, the Journal of Happiness Studies found that religious belief can contribute to higher levels of happiness. Their research showed that people who had faith in God were more likely to report feeling satisfied and content with their lives. And let's not forget the work of renowned researchers like Dr. Harold Koenig, who found that religious beliefs and practices are associated with better mental health outcomes, including less depression, less anxiety, and greater well-being. So, it's not just about faith. It's about the tangible, scientifically proven benefits that belief can bring into our lives. From the inner workings of our brain to the deepest corners of our emotions, belief can touch every aspect of our lives in a positive way. So, as we can see, belief in God isn't just a spiritual concept, but one that holds tangible benefits for our lives. The Bible, too, is filled with instances that highlight the power of belief. Consider the story of Abraham, a central figure in the Old Testament. God tested Abraham's faith by asking him to sacrifice his son. Despite the heart-wrenching demand, Abraham obeyed. showing his unwavering belief in God. But just as he was about to carry out the act, an angel stopped him. This tale, found in Genesis 22, verses 1 through 18, illustrates the profound faith Abraham had in God and the transformative power of such belief. Or take the example of the woman who had been suffering from a bleeding disorder for 12 years, as told in the Gospel of Mark chapter 5, verses 25 through 34. She believed that if she could just touch Jesus' cloak, she would be healed. And indeed, her faith made her well. Then there's the story of Daniel, a man of great faith who was thrown into a den of lions for praying to God against a king's decree. As told in Daniel chapter 6, verses 16 through 23, Daniel's belief in God was so strong that he was unharmed by the lions, demonstrating the protective power of faith. And let's not forget the account of Peter walking on water in Matthew chapter 14, verses 28 through 33. When Peter saw Jesus walking on water, he asked if he could join him. Jesus invited him over, and Peter, driven by his faith, was able to walk on water too. But the moment he doubted, he began to sink. This incident underscores the importance of unwavering belief in God's power. All these instances from the Bible speak volumes about the transformative power of belief in God. They show us that belief can lead to healing, protection, and even seemingly impossible feats. These scriptures are a testament to the immense power that lies in believing in God. Listening to God is an enriching journey, one that brings peace, wisdom, and clarity. This journey, however, isn't always straightforward. It's not like tuning into a radio station where you can adjust the dial until you find the right frequency. Instead, it's a process that requires patience, openness, and a willingness to quiet the mind. Listening to God might present certain challenges. The noise of the world, our own doubts, and the distractions of daily life can often drown out the subtle whispers of the divine. Yet, it's in overcoming these challenges that we grow and learn. The journey of listening is not just about hearing God's voice, but also about understanding our own inner selves. The process of listening to God begins with stillness. As the spiritual leader Eckhart Tolle once said, "Stillness is where creativity and solutions to problems are found." In the silence, we can tune into the divine frequency, hearing the guidance that is always available to us. From there, it's about trust. Trusting that the answers we seek are within us, and that God is guiding us along the path. In the words of Mother Teresa, we need to find God, and he cannot be found in noise and restlessness. God is the friend of silence. And finally, it's about action. Listening to God isn't just about hearing, it's about responding. It's about taking the wisdom we receive and applying it to our lives. As the Dalai Lama XIV reminds us, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. The rewards of this journey are profound: greater peace, deeper wisdom, and a clearer understanding of our purpose. We find a sense of belonging, a connection to something greater than ourselves. We become more compassionate, more loving, more aligned with our true nature. Listening to God is a personal journey, one that brings us closer to our true selves and the divine. It's a journey of discovery, of growth, and of profound transformation. And it's a journey that each one of us is invited to embark on. So, what happens to those who listen to God? In this journey we've embarked on together, we've explored the transformative power of belief, witnessed stories of change, and delved into the science that supports these spiritual experiences. All these paths lead us to one profound truth: the act of listening to God. Listening to God is not a passive act, it's an ongoing dialogue, a constant tuning into the divine frequency. It's in this space of openness and receptivity we find the power to transform, to change, to become the best version of ourselves. This journey of listening allows us to tap into a wellspring of strength and inner peace, guiding us through life's myriad challenges. In the end, those who listen to God find a guiding light, a source of strength, and a path to inner peace. They experience life in its fullest, richest form.